Hi, alto players. We're going to work on our first five notes. All right, this is um, a system we're going to use for this fingering chart. So if you look right here, you see our first five note chart, and I made it just so you can see mostly the alto and the Bari sax. So this video is for alto and Bari. And let's talk about our left hand. So your left hand, when you're reading a fingering chart and I'm telling you fingerings, I'm going to use this system. Thumb is T in your left hand. T, one, two, three. So T, that will be the octave key. One, two, three. Remember, we have these pearls right here, but we're going to skip this little one and only use the bigger ones right there. One, two, three. And then in the other hand, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then 7 is this pinky right here. And then in the other pinky, we'll talk about that when we ever use it. So you won't really have to use that pinky in this hand very often. So let's look at note number 1, G. The green letters, note number 1. So for saxophone, you're just going to rest your thumb on that black button back there. Make sure you're sitting with good posture. And you have 1, 2, 3. Those pearls pressed down. And my neck strap's a little loose, so I would also adjust your neck strap to make sure that when you are playing, it's going right to you. All right, so now you have 1, 2, 3 down on your saxophone, and you're going to play. And you're going to get G. If you're using a tuner, it'll read B flat because you're in a different family of notes. So if you're using a tuner, you want it to read B flat, but that is G for saxophone. Let me play that again. Hold that note out with me. Make sure you're matching my pitch. Now, let's go to note number 2. Note number 2, which is A. We're just lifting a finger. So now we're just using 1 and 2 on our fingering chart. 1 and 2. Note number 2. I'm going to hold it out. Let's do that again. Are you matching the sound? Does your sound match my sound? And you should be getting C on your tuner. Ready? Note number 2 again. Awesome. Now let's go to note number 3. We're lifting up one more finger. So you should only have that first button pressed down for this note, B, note number 3, and play. Let's do that again. And you might need to adjust. I did not do this actually. If I adjust my neck and mouthpiece to better line up, then it actually becomes easier to play. So let's hold out note number 3 again. And note number 3 will read as D on your tuner. Saxophone B, but the tuner will say D. And we're going to note number 5. So now we're going from first finger to just a second finger. See that? Just holding that. Everything else is going to be hovering, and your fingers are curled, sitting with good posture. Note number 4, C. Let's do that again. Ask yourself, am I starting the note with my tongue on the reed? Two. Like imagine you're saying the word two. Let's do that again. Note number 4, C for saxophone. And that will read E flat on your tuner. So always use your tongue when you start a note, just like I'm doing right now. You're going to start by building up that air pressure behind your tongue, and there's a clear start to my note. Two. If you don't use your tongue, you're going to get like a whoo, like this. But we don't want that. We want a clear start with our tongue like this. All right. That is C for saxophone. Note number 4 is C. On the tuner, it'll read E flat on your tuner. Unless your tuner can transpose to alto. But that's what you'll read because you're in a different family of notes. We're going on the note 5. Now we're going to use that octave key. So T, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No pinkies. Just octave key, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to get that high note, D on saxophone. Let me play that again, note 5. All right, are you matching each pitch? Now, I'm going to go through each note, note 1 to note 5, up and down with a tuner and a metronome. And I am going to play each note for 4 counts, a whole note for 4 counts. And you can play along with me. Let's start on note number 1, going to note number 5, and then back down. Ready? Sit with good posture.
1,
Take a big breath.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
And you want to hold out until the next one, but I was running out of air. I should have took a bigger breath. And there'll be a lot of moisture on your reed, so every once in a while you'll need to just get rid of that or just wipe it off like that. And I hope that this video helps. And you should always rewind it and play along with it. Make sure you're sounding exactly the same way I'm sounding. And use a tuner and a metronome. All right. Thank you, saxophones, for watching. And Bari saxophones, happy practicing.